Hey guys, so in the last video we said that when there is no overlap, the two events are mutually exclusive. So for example, the probability of being a Democrat and a Republican, we said was equal to 0 because you can't be a Democrat and a Republican. Remember that symbol that I just highlighted represents the word and. And you can also show this by taking your pencil, going to Democrat, cutting across, and then going to Republican rather, and cutting across and noticing that there's no overlap. So this is actually 0 over the total, which we know is just 0. So that's mutually exclusive. We say that Democrats and Republicans are mutually exclusive because you can't be both. But sometimes those two lines that I drew to show that they don't intersect, this and this, sometimes they do intersect. Actually, lots of times they intersect. So let me show you another example. So the word and represents the intersection of two events. It is denoted by this symbol here. So what's the probability that someone's a Democrat and a male? So we're going to go to Democrat, we're going to go to male, and we see that it intersects at this cell right here, CELL, that cell right there, and that's 17 of them. But remember that probability has to be a number that's below or equal to 1 and above or equal to 0. So it's in between 0 and 1 inclusive. So 17 doesn't make any sense. It has to be out of the total, which is that number in the corner. So this is 17 out of 201. We'll try one more. What's the probability someone is an independent and female? So we're going to go to, let's erase this guy. We will go to independent. We will go to female, and it crosses at this cell right here, and that's going to be 20. So let's get rid of that. So it crosses right here. That's a person who's independent and female. So that's 20, and that's going to be out of 201. So that's how we find the and, or the intersection between two events. So I hope you guys got the hang of that. And remember, you can watch some of the videos that I posted before. So let me now erase this. Since we just saw the symbol for and, I need to introduce the symbol for or. So the word or has a symbol of a U, and that's because it's the union of two events. So that's an important phrase in probability, the union of two events. Typically, we do the union of the two events when we see this word or. So I think that it's best to just jump right into an example. I hate this color, so let's switch it. What's the probability of being a Democrat or a Republican? We said we can't be a Democrat and a Republican, but we could be a Democrat or a Republican. What I did there was for this symbol here, I put a plus sign. So if we think about it, the probability of being a Democrat is 89 out of the total, 201. And the probability of being a Republican is 77 out of 201. So imagine being at a convention and you need to interview someone. What's the chances that the person that you interview is either a Democrat or a Republican? Well, there's a lot of them. So that's going to probably be 166 over 201. I don't have a calculator, so you're going to have to check that. But remember, keep your fraction. In order to add fractions, you're going to keep the denominator and then just add the numerator. Let's try another one. Let's erase this. What's the probability of being a Republican or independent? Well, that's just going to be Republican plus independent. And that's going to be 77 out of 201 plus independent is this guy right here, 35 out of 201. And that total should be 112 out of 201. So This is the simplified version of a formula for OR. Now, I'm going to stop the video here, and then we're going to pick this up in our next video, the simplified version of this. So come back for the next video, and I'll teach you the longer formula, the unsimplified formula. It's actually a really good video, so stop by.